Are you feeling disconnected or overwhelmed by superficial relationships? In a world where instant gratification and fleeting encounters dominate, it can be hard to find meaningful connections. This video will take you on a powerful journey of solitude, preparation, and spiritual alignment. You'll discover why loneliness is not a void to be feared, but a sacred space of growth, where every moment of waiting is building the foundation for something greater. Through the story of the chosen ones, those who trust in divine timing and understand their purpose, this video will reveal the hidden lessons of detachment, discernment, and aligning with your true calling. If you're ready to embrace your unique path, find inner strength, and prepare for deep, transformative connections, then stay with us until the end. This video is a must-watch for anyone seeking clarity in their relationships, spiritual growth, and the courage to trust that your time will come when it is divinely aligned. You are not alone in this journey, and the answers you've been searching for are closer than you think. Let's dive in. Before we start, I'd appreciate your support. If you like the video, please subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on future lessons from God. What the world perceives as isolation is in fact a sacred and divine preparation. Every still moment, every seemingly lonely night is not a time of abandonment, but rather an intimate shaping of your very essence for a purpose that transcends human understanding. These quiet, often misunderstood periods are the foundation upon which your extraordinary journey is built. Others, family, friends, even those who say they love you, may not see the divine hand guiding you. They may question why you choose solitude over fleeting companionship, why you embrace purpose over conformity, and why you turn away from the distractions of this world. But deep within you, you know. This is not a mere choice. It is a calling, a divine vocation that beckons you into silence, to a sacred space where you align with the will of God, undisturbed and unwavering. The chosen ones, those selected for this remarkable path, carry an energy unlike any other. It is a light that does not conform to the world's expectations of relationships, connections, or companionships. You are not here to seek someone to fill a void within you. No, your soul is aligned with something far greater, a celestial mission, a divine purpose that cannot be fully understood by the limited perspective of the earthly realm. Every person who enters your life is divinely appointed, placed precisely where they need to be, not to distract you from your path, but to help complement the greater purpose for which you were born. This path is not for the faint of heart. It is a call to embark upon a journey of deep, soul-stirring understanding, to uncover the mysteries that lie hidden in the divine fabric of this extraordinary spiritual walk. But why do the chosen ones experience love, relationships, and connections so differently than others? What is the deeper, sacred significance behind this divine path you walk? If this message resonates with your soul, if you have felt an unexplainable sense of recognition in these words, then know this: you are not alone. You are not the only one called to this path. We invite you to take the next step, to embrace this awakening. Subscribe to our channel and share this message with those who, like you, are searching for the truth, for a sense of purpose that runs deeper than the surface. The revelations ahead are not simply enlightening, they are transformative, unlocking a new dimension of understanding for those ready to embrace their divine calling. Now, let's address something that many chosen ones feel but seldom speak about: the magnetic energy that both draws people in and simultaneously repels them. This energy is not something you consciously chose, it simply exists within you. Imagine carrying a spiritual lantern, not a simple flickering flame, but a radiant beacon that not only illuminates the physical world, but shines its light upon the darkest corners of the human soul. When you walk into a room, a subtle shift happens. People feel it. an unexplainable presence, an energy that unsettles yet captivates. This light, however, is not meant to be flaunted. It's not for seeking attention or admiration. It's not about showing off. And yet, it commands attention. It pierces the veil of pretension and reveals truths that others would rather remain hidden. In this sacred unveiling, some people are drawn to you, seeking comfort, solace, and clarity in the purity of your presence, while others, unable to face the raw exposure of their inner selves, retreat, unable to stand the transformative power you carry. This is the paradox of being chosen, the undeniable magnetic energy of your soul that is coupled with the solitude that arises from carrying a light too brilliant for some to face. So, dear chosen one, embrace this path. Walk with confidence, with reverence, in the knowing that your journey is not meant to mirror the world's way of being. You are set apart, not because you are better, but because you have been refined and prepared for something much greater than what the ordinary world offers. Through your understanding, you will become a beacon for others who, like you, are seeking their divine purpose and calling. As C.S. Lewis so eloquently expressed, I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else. The energy that radiates from you works similarly. It stirs something deep inside people. For those living in superficiality and pretense, your presence awakens an inexplicable discomfort. It's as though you serve as a mirror, reflecting to them parts of themselves they would rather keep hidden in the shadow. Your energy has the power to provoke two distinct reactions: those who are drawn to the truth you carry, and those who instinctively pull away, unable to face the authenticity you represent. This is not about judgment. It never was. It is about being authentically you, standing firm in your truth and creating space for others to do the same. Your essence demands transparency, and this transparency can be terrifying to those who have lived behind masks. Every chosen one carries a vibration, a frequency that is perfectly attuned to the truth, to purity, to authenticity. Think back to the times when you felt different, as though the way you see the world was something that no one else around you could understand. This feeling is not loneliness, nor is it isolation. It is a calling. It is the divine invitation that sets you apart from the ordinary, the mundane. Your light is a divine filter. It keeps you safe from connections that would otherwise distract or divert you from your purpose. Some people, even those who would otherwise feel close to you, will pull away, precisely because your energy demands something more. It asks for growth, transformation, and authenticity. Not everyone is ready for this. Many prefer to remain in the comfort of their self-made illusion, but when they encounter you, their soul is forced to meet the truth, and that often creates discomfort. This is the divine burden that the chosen ones bear. You are a living testament to the transformative power of truth. You don't need to speak much. Your mere presence has the power to provoke change, stir deep reactions, and inspire others to take the first step toward their awakening. Jesus, the embodiment of this transformative energy, was the perfect example. His presence caused radical shifts in the hearts and minds of those he encountered. Some followed him in awe, while others rejected him outright. It wasn't about him as a person. It was about the truth he embodied. The chosen ones carry this same essence, whether they speak it aloud or not. You, too, don't need to say much. Your very being calls out for truth, authenticity, and divine transformation. Some will feel welcomed in your presence. Others will feel an inexplicable discomfort. But both reactions are equally part of the divine plan. This light you carry is not a burden nor a curse. It is a profound and sacred gift. A gift designed to illuminate your path and guide you through the complexities of life with clarity, wisdom, and purpose. It shields you from shallow, fleeting connections, leading you toward relationships that hold meaning, those that will nurture your spirit and align with your higher calling. This light is not something to be dimmed or extinguished. It is an essential and intrinsic part of who you are, a radiant expression of your divine essence. Embrace it. Embrace your energy, your sensitivity, and your unique perspective on the world. Understand that your difference is not a flaw, it is a calling. As C.S.Lewis wisely said, you don't have a soul, you are a soul. You have a body. You, dear chosen one, are a beacon, a light shining in the darkness, not merely for your illumination, but to guide others toward their truth when they are ready to see. There will be moments, perhaps even seasons, when you feel profound loneliness. It may seem as though no one truly understands you, as if you are walking this journey alone. But know that this loneliness is not a sign of abandonment, nor is it something to be feared. It is an integral part of your divine process of refinement. It is in this sacred space that you cultivate your deepest connection to the divine, where your spirit is nurtured away from the distractions and noise of the world. Far from being a force to control, your energy is a sacred gift that must be understood, honored, and protected. Each chosen one has a unique mission, a sacred purpose that stretches far beyond the ordinary relationships of this world. You were not placed here to blend in, but to transform, to be a catalyst for change. And when people pull away from you, do not see it as rejection. It is divine protection. God is using your energy to keep you on the right path, ensuring that you are aligned with your mission. Not everyone who crosses your path is meant to stay forever. Chosen one, your journey is nothing short of sacred. Your light is a treasure, and it will shine brightly, even when it feels as though no one is watching. Keep being true to yourself, even when the world demands that you conform. Your essence is far greater than any attempt to mold you into something you are not. The path of the chosen ones is not bound by the conventional standards of existence. Loneliness for you does not signify absence or a lack of connection. Rather, it represents a profound space of inner transformation. It is a sacred solitude where divine purposes are forged, where the soul is shaped and strengthened in ways that others cannot comprehend. Each moment of isolation carries with it an emotional depth that few truly understand. It is not abandonment, it is divine preparation. God uses silence as a tool of spiritual refinement, carefully molding you for the sacred mission ahead. The Bible itself offers us a powerful example of this divine process. Jesus, before embarking on his ministry of transformation, withdrew to the desert for 40 days, days of absolute isolation, fasting, and prayer. This was not a moment of weakness or punishment, but one of profound strengthening and spiritual preparation. For the chosen ones, this same dynamic unfolds. Isolation is not a punishment. It is a divine laboratory where virtues are honed, resilience is built, and a deep, unshakable connection to your celestial mission is solidified. To understand this process, one must look beyond the surface and perceive the sacred work being done in the quiet, hidden spaces of the soul. C.S.Lewis also said, "To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything and your heart will be wrung and possibly broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give it to no one, not even an animal." For the chosen ones, loneliness is not an absence of love, but a means of fine-tuning your connection to the divine. It is in this sacred space that external distractions are filtered, allowing for clearer and more direct communication with your higher purpose. Spiritual preparation requires unwavering dedication and patience. It is not simply about waiting passively for transformation to occur. It is about remaining actively open and available for the process. Each moment of solitude is a profound invitation to grow, evolve, and become more fully aligned with the divine calling that has been placed upon your soul. Each chosen one embarks on a profoundly sacred and unique journey, one that cannot be measured by conventional standards or earthly timelines. It is a journey of spiritual refining, where the outer layers of superficiality and worldly attachment are slowly but surely stripped away, revealing the true essence of who you are beneath it all. This is not a journey meant to be rushed or understood through the lens of human haste. God does not operate according to the limited logic of human urgency. Rather, He works in the quiet spaces, in the pauses between moments, in the depths of patience. His methodology is one of divine precision, profound patience, and a boundless love that surpasses our limited understanding. The time you spend in solitude, the moments of stillness that others may see as emptiness, are carefully calculated periods of spiritual filling. These moments do not leave you hollow, but are the very spaces where you are filled with a deep and sacred spiritual substance that no wealth, no earthly success, and no external approval can ever provide. It is in these sacred silences that you align with your divine calling, strengthening the connection to your purpose and to the greater spiritual design that is at work within you. The journey of the chosen one is not a path of comfort, nor is it a path of instant gratification. It is one of courage, internal strength, and unwavering commitment to the transformative process. It requires bravery, the courage to face the discomfort that comes from within, to sit with the emotional and spiritual pain without rushing to mask it with temporary distractions or false comforts. The solitude you experience is not meant to be avoided. It is a sacred space, one that must be honored and understood. It is here that you are being reshaped and refined into the person God intended you to become. You will not be shaped in the way the world expects. The solitude of the chosen ones does not follow linear paths or predictable stages. It is a multi-dimensional space, one where time itself bends. Here, past, present, and future intersect in unexpected ways. Your life, which once seemed fragmented, begins to make sense. You see how every experience, every trial, and every triumph has led you to this moment of divine awakening. In this sacred solitude, the pieces of your existential puzzle begin to fit together in ways that transcend human understanding. Your soul's mission, the divine purpose you were born to fulfill, is being revealed to you piece. The length of this solitary journey is not a one-size-fits-all experience. For some, it will last for months. For others, it will stretch into years. What matters is not the length of time spent alone, but the quality of the offering you give during this time. This journey is not about waiting for something to change. It is about becoming something new, about opening yourself to a deeper level of transformation. To walk this path requires a radical detachment from everything that the world tells you is important. You must detach from the clamor of societal expectations, from family pressures, from the superficial ideals of success and happiness. The world may tell you that success is measured by status, wealth, or recognition, but the chosen one knows that true success is measured by how fully they align with their divine mission. This is not a time to seek external validation, but to learn what it means to live authentically, to walk in the fullness of your purpose. This is a time to unlearn old patterns, to release the limitations of your past beliefs, and to allow yourself to be shaped by a higher, truer calling. The spiritual workshop where this transformation takes place has no physical walls. It is a space that resides deep within the sacred territories of your heart, within the sacred chambers of your soul. It is a space of silent construction, where God quietly shapes you into the person you are meant to become. Here, away from the world's noise, from the distractions of fame, fortune, or recognition, is where the most profound and lasting transformations take place. Your solitude, dear chosen one, is not to be trivialized. It is sacred. It is a holy space, a sacred sanctuary, where the work of the divine is unfolding, Do not profane it by comparing your journey to that of others. Your path is unique, and comparing it to others will only cloud your vision and hinder your progress. Do not minimize the significance of your time alone by listening to external judgments or societal opinions that suggest you should be doing more, accomplishing more, or seeking the company of others more frequently. These voices do not understand the depth of the work being done within you. Your solitude is not a punishment. It is a sacred preparation, a divine refinement that only you can fully comprehend. It is in this space that God whispers to your soul, sharing the intricate details of your mission and guiding you step by step toward the fulfillment of your purpose. It is here, in this stillness, that you are prepared for the greatness that lies ahead. But preparation does not equate to idleness. No, the journey of the chosen one is a dynamic process, one of constant internal movement and growth. The preparation involves opening yourself and allowing your soul to be shaped by the divine forces at work within you. It involves deep listening, tuning into the whispers of God, and becoming attuned to the subtle guidance of your higher self. This is not a passive waiting game. It is an active, ongoing process of transformation. The journey of the chosen ones cannot be rushed. It moves at its own pace, unfolding in ways that defy human comprehension. But with each step, with each moment of solitude, you are becoming more attuned to the divine plan. Even when you feel isolated, even when you feel the ache of loneliness, know that this solitude is sacred. It is not the absence of connection. It is the creation of a deeper, more profound connection to your divine mission. The biblical story provides us with powerful examples of this sacred process. Before beginning his transformative ministry, Jesus withdrew into the desert for 40 days. This time was not a moment of weakness, but one of profound strengthening. It was a time of purification, a time for him to deepen his connection to the divine will and to be prepared for the immense journey that lay ahead. Just as Jesus experienced solitude as a means of preparation, so too must the chosen ones walk through their desert seasons. These seasons are not punishments, but divine workshops, places where virtues are refined, where resilience is built, and where the connection to the celestial purpose is solidified. Understanding this process requires a depth of perception that goes beyond the surface, beyond the immediate discomfort, to see the higher purpose being woven into every moment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. C.S.Lewis beautifully captured the essence of love and vulnerability, saying, "To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything, and your heart will be wrung and possibly broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give it to no one, not even an animal. For the chosen ones, loneliness is not a sign of brokenness. It is a fine-tuning instrument, a sacred space where external interferences are filtered out, allowing for clearer and more direct communication with the divine. It is a time of surrender, a time of readiness to receive the transformation that is taking place within you. The chosen ones are not merely waiting, they are becoming. They are being molded and shaped, and they must remain open and receptive to the divine work happening in their lives. Your solitude is not a void, but a sacred process, a divine workshop where your heart and soul are being prepared for the greatness that awaits. Each step you take, every moment you spend in solitude, is a vital part of the divine plan. It is sacred, it is necessary, and it is leading you toward the fulfillment of your divine purpose. As C.S. Lewis astutely observed, there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. The journey of the chosen ones is marked by a profound distinction, a clear boundary between fleeting, circumstantial connections and those that are truly authentic. It is not about arrogance or elitism. Rather, it is about a deep, intuitive understanding of what constitutes a meaningful, purposeful relationship. The chosen ones are not easily swayed by the distractions of the modern world. Disposable connection apps, social media, and fleeting encounters that seem to define so many relationships today. In a world where people exchange likes and share moments in real time, yet seldom connect on a soul-deep level, the chosen ones stand apart. For them, relationships are not about entertainment, status, or convenience. They are sacred commitments. Every encounter, every bond, must be aligned with a deeper, higher purpose, one that transcends physical attraction, momentary compatibility, or superficial connection. It must resonate spiritually, deeply, and authentically. The scripture in Amos reminds us of a fundamental truth. How can two walk together unless they are agreed? It is not enough simply to like each other or find temporary comfort in someone's presence. True alignment in a relationship goes beyond mere attraction or surface-level compatibility. To walk together in harmony, there must be a shared vision, a common calling, and a divine mission that both individuals are willing to embrace. Many chosen ones undergo a painful and sometimes heartbreaking process of detachment, where they must let go of relationships that, while comfortable or familiar, do not serve their spiritual growth. This is not about rejecting others, but about exercising discernment. God does not want you to surround yourself with relationships that drain your energy, diminish your clarity, or divert your focus from your higher purpose. Each connection you maintain should act as a channel of strength, inspiration, and divine alignment. Superficial relationships, while abundant in the world, are nothing more than noise that can cloud your understanding of your true mission. Strategic loneliness becomes a sanctuary rather than a void. It is preferable to experience temporary solitude than to stay in a relationship that distracts you from your calling. Being with someone who does not understand or respect your spiritual path and who does not recognize the depth of your essence is far more damaging than standing alone. The chosen ones carry a unique frequency, a vibration that does not align with interactions based merely on personal interest, fleeting attraction, or societal convenience. Each relationship must have a deeper dimension, one that resonates with your soul's journey and aligns with your divine mission. It is not about erecting emotional walls or becoming rigid in your expectations. There is an openness, a willingness to connect, but it is always paired with discernment. Over time, you learn to recognize the relationships that add value to your life, the ones that elevate you and expand your spiritual understanding, while gracefully distancing yourself from those that detract from your growth. Preparation for meaningful, transformative relationships begins with one essential and undeniable step: self-acknowledge. The more you come to understand yourself, your desires, your purpose, and your unique essence, the clearer your vision becomes about the kind of relationships that will truly serve your soul. It is not others who define your worth or your path. It is your inner essence, the divine spark within you, that provides the roadmap for the connections that will truly resonate. Many chosen ones go through periods of apparent loneliness, a necessary rite of passage that helps them develop clarity. These times of solitude are essential for recalibration, where past relationship patterns are reviewed, old expectations are challenged, and the foundations of future connections are carefully redefined. During this period, there is a shedding of the old and a welcoming of the new, a transformation that often requires deep introspection and soul-searching. Society often pressures individuals to conform to the norms of relationships, mistakenly portraying loneliness as a flaw, as something to be feared or avoided. But for the chosen ones, loneliness is not an absence. It is a space of profound strengthening, a fertile ground for spiritual growth. In this space, you are not lacking. You are preparing, expanding, and recalibrating for the deep, transformative relationships that lie ahead. Every superficial relationship that you release, every encounter that you allow to fade away, creates space for deeper, more meaningful connections. This is not a process of rejection, but one of realignment. It is about learning to detach from what no longer serves you and making room for what will truly nurture your soul. The focus is not on the quantity of relationships, but on the quality. Each connection should be a deliberate, divine alignment. God does not work in coincidence. He orchestrates divine encounters with remarkable precision. Every person who enters your life, whether briefly or for a long time, has a specific purpose. Some relationships offer short lessons, while others are meant for a much longer journey. The chosen ones learn to view relationships not as the ultimate goal, but as instruments of growth. They understand that relationships in their truest form are not about filling a void or meeting societal expectations. They are about deepening the soul's connection to its higher purpose. The most important relationship is the one you have with yourself, and the second is the one you share with the divine. The right relationships, the ones that truly matter, will naturally fall into place when the time is right. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, even when it feels as though nothing is happening. In moments of waiting, the chosen ones exercise trust. They trust that the right connections will come at the right time with the right people, and that each moment of waiting is worth the transformation that takes place within. Spiritual maturity reveals itself in the ability to wait, patiently, faithfully, without desperation. The chosen ones understand that relationships are not meant to be rushed. They trust that when the right people enter their lives, the encounter will serve a higher purpose, a purpose that contributes to both individuals' callings. The divine promise is not of a perfect relationship, but of a meaningful and transformative one. This union will be based on shared purpose and spiritual resonance, not on fleeting desires or external expectations. It will be an alignment of souls, one that transcends personal satisfaction and contributes to a greater divine plan. When the time comes for such an encounter, the chosen one will recognize that every moment of waiting, every instance of solitude, was an essential part of the preparation for this beautiful, sacred union. The mission of the chosen ones is greater than personal desires or earthly achievements. It is a divine calling that goes beyond human understanding, a path that is illuminated by the grace of God. While the world may question your choices or label you as different, remember that you are walking in alignment with a heavenly purpose, one that will bring profound fulfillment and transformation, not only to you, but to all whose lives you touch. Keep preparing, keep refining, and know that when your time comes, the connections you seek will not only be aligned with your purpose, but will serve to elevate both your journey and the journeys of those you meet. Each chosen one carries a unique, divine mark, a sacred signature that sets them apart, distinguishing them from conventional patterns and human expectations. It is not a mark of superiority, but of purpose, a specific calling that requires complete dedication and unwavering commitment. The life of Paul represents the ultimate embodiment of this dedication. He did not view celibacy or the absence of personal relationships as a limitation. Instead, he saw it as a deliberate strategy, a path of total focus on his divine calling. His existence was a testament to the truth that the mission he was entrusted with far surpassed any fleeting personal desire. Paul's life demonstrated that the pursuit of the mission is the highest calling, one that demands a level of commitment few are willing to make. In modern society, there is an overwhelming pressure for relationships to be seen as the ultimate goal, something to strive for, something to fulfill. But for the chosen ones, relationships are not the end goal. They are tools and potential instruments that may enhance the journey, but never replace the mission. The mission will always come first and always hold priority. God prepares each chosen one for a unique impact within His kingdom, and that preparation may look different for each individual. Some will be called to missions that demand total availability, requiring them to walk a path of solitude. Others may receive a calling that includes a partner who shares in the divine purpose. Yet the common denominator remains unchanged. The mission is always paramount. Alignment with that calling must come before any relational connection. And before building bonds with others, the chosen one must first deeply understand and embrace their vocation. Every talent, every gift, every characteristic within the chosen one is being refined with divine intention, all of it meant to serve a greater purpose. Many chosen ones go through periods of apparent solitude specifically to develop this clarity. It is a time of internal calibration, a time when the external noise of the world is filtered away, allowing for more direct, uninterrupted communication with the divine purpose that is taking shape. The mission is not something you simply choose for yourself. It is something that chooses you. You do not define your calling, you discover it. This discovery is not immediate. It requires time, dedication, patience, and a level of commitment that most are unwilling to invest in. The process is sacred, but it is not always easy, and it is certainly not quick. While the world constantly chases immediate gratification, the chosen ones understand the profound value of preparation. What may seem like waiting for the outside world is, in fact, a sacred strengthening. Every moment of solitude is a moment of growth, a crucial step in becoming the person you are destined to be. Every challenge, every period of discomfort is an opportunity for spiritual and emotional development. Paul understood a fundamental principle. Distractions, no matter how appealing, can easily compromise the mission. A relationship at the wrong time with the wrong person can divert you from your higher calling. The chosen ones, therefore, must first focus on the divine purpose, aligning with God's plan, before seeking companionship or connection. This does not mean that relationships are forbidden or irrelevant to the chosen ones. It simply means that relationships must always be secondary to the calling. A true chosen one does not seek a partner to fill a void or compensate for something lacking. Rather, they seek a partner who will contribute to the mission. Relationships, when aligned with divine purpose, are a source of strength, mutual growth, and shared impact. Divine preparation is happening simultaneously within you and in the purpose that has been assigned to you. Every experience you endure, every challenge you face, and every moment of solitude you experience is laying the foundation for the extraordinary impact you are meant to have within God's kingdom. Solitude, though painful at times, teaches lessons that no school, no relationship, and no worldly experience could teach. It reveals the depth of your true resilience, your ability to reinvent yourself, and the inner strength that is not dependent on external validation or approval. God is preparing you for something grand and meaningful. Each moment of solitude, every seeming emptiness you experience, is being filled with a spiritual substance that will eventually transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Stay firm in your conviction. Keep surrendering to the process. Your journey is not about mere survival. It is about flourishing. It is not about filling voids within you. It is about overflowing with a fullness that comes only from a deep, intimate connection with the divine. The strength that arises from solitude is quiet yet immensely powerful. It does not need to shout to be recognized. It is a silent strength that moves mountains without drawing attention to itself. It is an unshakable force that emanates from within, transforming lives without seeking recognition. Understand this, choose one. You are not alone. You never have been. Each moment of solitude you experience is a divine embrace, a meticulous preparation for the great purpose that lies ahead. Trust in the process. Trust that every step you take in your solitude is guiding you toward the fulfillment of your divine calling. Your strength is being built. Your essence is being refined. Your calling is being shaped with divine intention. And when the right time arrives, you will find that all the moments of waiting were not wasted. Every moment of solitude was essential. Every challenge was necessary for the transformation that has been taking place deep within you. God is preparing you for something extraordinary. Your journey of solitude is not a punishment, but a divine preparation, a sacred process that will lead you to the fulfillment of your greater mission. When the right connections, the right relationships, and the right partnerships enter your life, you will know that they are divinely aligned with your purpose. For now, use this time to grow spiritually, strengthen your relationship with God, and discover the depths of who you truly are. Everything in your life, every moment of solitude and every experience is being woven together with a greater purpose in mind. Share this message with other chosen ones who may also be going through periods of solitude, reminding them that their light is not a burden, but a gift that will shine brightly when the time is right. Remember, choose one. Your journey is aligned with something much greater than yourself. Trust the process, your time will come, and when it does, you will see how every step of waiting, every moment of solitude, and every challenge you faced was a crucial part of the divine plan. Heavenly Father, I come before you with a heart full of reverence, acknowledging your divine sovereignty and wisdom. Lord, you are the Creator, the Potter, and we, the chosen ones, are your clay. In this sacred space of solitude, I surrender to your hands, trusting that every moment of stillness is not an empty void, but a beautiful, sacred place where you are at work. Refine us, mold us, shape us into vessels worthy of carrying your divine light. Let your love, your guidance, and your purpose be reflected through every aspect of our being. Father, we acknowledge that our time in solitude is not abandonment, but an invitation to deeper communion with you. You have set us apart not for isolation, but for divine preparation. You have drawn us into a place where the noise of the world fades away, where distractions no longer hold sway, so that we may hear your voice more clearly and understand your will for our lives. In the stillness, let us feel your presence more intensely, drawing closer to you in each moment, resting in the safety of your embrace. We come before you, Lord, with hearts open to your refining process. Help us not to resist, but to fully embrace this time, knowing that you are aligning us with a purpose far greater than we can comprehend in our present circumstances. In a world that craves instant gratification, teach us the sacred value of divine timing. Let us not grow impatient or restless in waiting. Help us resist the allure of counterfeit connections that promise comfort but fail to align with our higher calling. Instead, fortify our spirits to walk with patience, wisdom, and discernment, trusting that your perfect timing is unfolding with each passing moment. When loneliness whispers lies of doubt and fear, let your truth rise within us like a beacon, reminding us that solitude in your presence is far richer and more fulfilling than any companionship that lacks purpose. Father, you see the deepest parts of our hearts, the desires, the longings, and the silent prayers that echo through the quiet of the night. Yet you do not rush, for you are the master craftsman who refines with precision, shaping us into something eternal and precious. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. In moments of uncertainty, help us to trust that what we perceive as delay is not an absence of movement, but divine orchestration. Every trial, every period of separation, every door that seems to close is not a denial, but a redirection toward your greater will for our lives. Lord, protect us from relationships that hinder our mission, from connections that drain rather than uplift, from distractions that lead us away from our calling. May our lives be protected and guided by your hand. and may we discern wisely what to embrace and what to release. Let our energy, our presence be a divine filter. May it repel that which is not aligned with our destiny and draw us closer to those who are called to walk with us, those who resonate with our purpose and our calling. Sharpen our discernment, Lord, so that we do not confuse comfort for compatibility, nor familiarity for destiny. Every bond we form, every connection we make, let it be purpose-driven. Let our interactions be infused with intentionality, a reflection of the deep work you are doing within us. Jesus, our perfect example, walked the path of divine solitude before stepping into his ultimate mission. If even the Son of God required seasons of separation, of quiet preparation to fulfill his calling, how much more must we? Teach us, Lord, to cherish these moments, to see them not as punishment or absence, but as preparation, a sacred and necessary process that equips us to carry the weight of the mission you have set before us. May we be faithful in the quiet, trusting that you are preparing us for something far beyond what we can see. Lord, help us to be courageous in our differences. Help us to be unwavering in our authenticity, refusing to dim our light for the sake of others' comfort. We are your creations, and our light shines because of you. Let us shine boldly, knowing that the right hearts will recognize the divine spark within us. May our presence be a catalyst for transformation, drawing those who are ready to step into the truth and gently allowing those who resist to walk their path. Father, in this season of solitude, help us to find joy in the quiet, peace in the waiting, and strength in the refining. We trust in your perfect plan for our lives, and we surrender to your divine process. May our hearts remain open, our spirits steadfast, and our faith unshaken. We place our lives in your hands, knowing that in your time we will be prepared to fulfill the greater purpose you have called us to. Amen. As we reflect on everything we've discussed today, think about the lessons that resonated with you the most. What stood out to you? What have you learned that you can bring into practice in your own life moving forward? I encourage you to take a moment and comment below with one key takeaway from this video that you plan to apply in your journey. If you found this message inspiring and valuable, please don't forget to leave your comment, like this video, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more insights and inspiration on living a purpose-driven life.